What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my match review, match reaction and match analysis of Manchester City's win over Brentford in the Premier League, winning this game by 2-1. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Finally, this video is sponsored and brought to you by Football Prizes, who have got a fantastic prize available for you guys that you can go and check out. It is a signed, framed Manchester City shirt signed by Erling Haaland, which you can go and check out. It's £3.95 to enter per ticket for this draw. There's 399 tickets available, but there's lots of cool instant prizes also to be won as well. So there's 16 instant prizes to be won, including a boxed signed boot by Jack Grealish, along with signed Manchester City shirts from both Ruben Dias and Matheus Nunes. It's a really cool prize, so do go and check it out. Links and details there in the description, and anyone that does check out Football Prizes and does enter themselves into the draw for this prize does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So let's crack on with this video. Manchester City heading into this game knew that they needed to win this game because we're all presuming that Liverpool are going to beat Nottingham Forest at home at Anfield, which means Manchester City have to maintain and equal the result that Liverpool have to stay top. But we're also wanting to keep everybody else at bay at the top of the Premier League. So it was a must-win game. We know we've got Arsenal next weekend as well. What we don't want to do is spoil our really good start to the season by picking up a pretty bad result here against Brentford. And after 24 seconds, it was a disastrous start for Manchester City. John Stones, I thought he looked pretty rusty throughout the whole of this game, but looked really rusty in that first minute. A bit of miscommunication between him and Ederson. A sliced clearance, not a very good clearance. Straight to the head of Wissa, who nods home after 24 seconds. He couldn't wish for an easier goal, and Brentford couldn't have wished for a better start at the Etihad Stadium. And then for the next 10 minutes, Manchester City had a load of doubt in their head. They looked far away off the pace of what we've seen from City so far this season. It looked unbalanced, it looked disjointed, it looked very poor from Manchester City, and Brentford outplayed Manchester City in them first 10 minutes. They had numerous opportunities, and I'm not just talking like half chances, I'm talking very, very good chances to have grabbed a second goal. I thought Brentford probably should have scored 2 or 3 times in them first 10 minutes because City were at 6s and 7s. They were all over the shop. They were absolutely everywhere. They were there for the taking, and Brentford really should have come away with more than just scoring that one goal after 24 seconds. Thankfully, they didn't. It took City 10 minutes to regroup. Once Manchester City started to knock the ball around and started to create opportunities and forcing Brentford further back is when Manchester City then started to find their rhythm and find that second gear and third gear and start to look more like what we've seen from City so far this season. And that's Manchester City not being a one-man team, but ensuring that if we're going to be scoring goals, you're making sure you're giving the ball in the right areas to the very best striker in the world. And he's in scintillating form right now, and that comes in the form of Erling Haaland. Ball gets played across from Kevin De Bruyne. Another assist for him. He's like fine wine, Kevin De Bruyne. Seems to be getting better and better and better. The more people doubt him, the more people think he's aging, he's slowing down, and he's not as good. Proves people wrong. He's having an outstanding start to the season, and another assist for him. Threads the ball right across to Erling Haaland. He's on his weaker right foot, gets a deflection off his shot, does go down as his goal into the back of the net. One apiece. Brentford haven't punished City and found their killer 2-goal cushion. We're right back into the game, and then Brentford started to have little spells here and there where they were dominating the ball. By the time we'd got to half-time, Brentford actually had more possession than City at the Etihad Stadium, and there's not many teams that by half-time have more possession than Manchester City. Something wasn't clicking, it wasn't quite right, but still, we managed to find a second goal. Long ball, if in doubt, oof it down the pitch. Ederson sends it, 70 yards down. Erling Haaland just shows Pinnock his strength, gets goal side of him. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Keeper's advancing. It's only going to be one result. He's loving his chips this season, Erling Haaland. And he just lobs it over the keeper into the back of the net. Tidy finish. 2-1 Manchester City, and from there, getting to the second half, City just kind of coasted the game. We created 10 shots in the second half, limiting Brentford to very little. We could have come away with the third goal. I thought Haaland was a little unlucky with hitting the post later in the second half, and he forced a good save from Flecken, but other than that, there wasn't really too much happening in this game, and I didn't think it was a classic football game, but it's a very interesting game because Brentford went toe for toe. I spoke in my preview how I was expecting Brentford to park the bus, to not play football, to frustrate Manchester City, and City needed to be clinical, and they didn't. They came to the Etihad Stadium, they played football, they went toe for toe with Manchester City, and I actually think they were pretty unlucky in this game. They find that second goal in that first 10 minutes, which that volley from Nathan Collins, if that goes either side of Ederson, it's 2-0, and I think this is a different story. I think we're speaking here about what's gone wrong today for Manchester City. As it is, we survived the scare, we ended up having more possession than Brentford, and we did enough to win this game. And I think the big difference between these two sides, because I didn't think there was too much difference between these two sides in this game, was the strength, clinicalness and quality of Erling Haaland. And I suspect that's going to be a pattern throughout this season of Erling Haaland. If he keeps himself injury free here, he's going to be accumulating a lot of minutes and a lot of starts and a lot of opportunities for him to come away with scoring a lot of goals. For Man City, we need to start as we mean to go on. We know we've got Arsenal next weekend. We can relax, we can look at the rest of the Premier League and see how they're getting on, but what we can afford to do now is just move our focus away from the Premier League and start to look at the Champions League instead. And what I will say, Inter Milan are a very good team. We've got them at the Etihad Stadium. This is the start of this Brentford game of 4 consecutive Premier League games. We've come out with the first dub here against Brentford. Can we get that second dub against Inter Milan on Wednesday evening? If we are, I think we're going to have to play a lot better than what we did in this game, because Inter do have that quality, that Champions League quality. We saw how difficult of a game it was in the Champions League final back in June 2023. They're not going to make life easy for Manchester City, so we need to try and recover, regroup and prepare ourselves properly for that game in what I'm sure is going to be a very decent quality game in the Champions League for us to look forward to. So games come in every 3 to 4 days, very thick and fast now for Manchester City, so we need to ensure that we're putting ourselves in the best position possible to be winning games. And we're at a point in the season, at the beginning of the season, I don't really care too much about how we're doing. It's just about making sure that we're putting ourselves in a strong position and picking up wins. And if we're not playing particularly well, which I didn't think we played to the best of our ability in this game, but we're still picking up wins, then that is an earmark of what you would say could potentially be champions come May in the Premier League. So very much job done for Manchester City, and we can move on to the next game. But I do think it's worth thinking about that City, twice now in the Premier League, twice at home, we've conceded early, and we can't afford, in my opinion, for our next home game against Arsenal to be conceding early. I'm not saying that Ipswich and Brentford don't have that quality. They've got the Premier League quality. They don't have as much quality, though, as what Arsenal do. And if we give them an early lead at the Etihad, they are capable of punishing us. They're a very good team with a very good manager. So Manchester City got lots to learn, and they need to learn these lessons as quickly as possible. But Liverpool lost at home today against Nottingham Forest, one of the surprises of the season, I reckon, one of the standout results. And so it means Manchester City now the only team to have won every single game, and we're only 4 games into the Premier League, and City now already got a 3-point cushion at the top of the Premier League, as we can sit back, relax and have a look at what Arsenal and Newcastle, who are playing tomorrow, are going to do to see if they win, whether they can go 2 points behind Manchester City. So still all to play for very early into the season, but 4 games, 4 wins, can't say better than that. Perfect 100% start, very happy with that. And yeah, still lessons to be learned, of course, but still 4 wins out of 4. it ain't too shabby. So there we go, that has been today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do get your thoughts in the comments below. What did you make of this win? What lessons can City learn? What can City change up ready for the Inter game and the Arsenal game? What are you guys thinking? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Football Prizes, who are running that fantastic prize that you can go and check out, that signed Manchester City shirt which is framed by Erling Haaland. Brilliant prize. Do go and check it out. £3.95 to enter per ticket. You can get as many tickets as you want. There's 399 tickets available. Someone will be winning that Erling Haaland signed framed Manchester City shirt. There's 16 instant prizes to be won, including a boxed signed Jack Grealish football boot, along with signed Manchester City shirts by Ruben Dias and also from Matheus Nunes as well. So do go check it out. Links and details there in the description. And anyone that does check out Football Prizes does help to support the future content created here on my channel. And finally, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next Manchester City video, where I'm going to be doing my Manchester City transfer update. We've had some developments happening over the international break, so I'm going to cover all that for you guys. And then we will dive on for the rest of the season, and we'll have all the build up ahead of the Inter Milan game at home, and then of course the build up to the Arsenal game for our next Premier League game. So I'll see you all for that. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.